Alan, can you tell us about The Baker?
Yes. Well, it stars the ever lovable. Here we go. Stars the ever lovable Ron Perlman, which, looking at the chat, I know everybody loves Ron Perlman. Plays a baker who has a past, and one day his son shows up, who happens to have stumbled across a bag of really good drugs, and after witnessing a gunfight and a fist fight and a lot of dead people, he grabs that bag, grabs his child, and says, "Hey, we're gonna sell it, one big deal, and then we're free." But he needs to drop off his daughter to his estranged father, who he hasn't seen in a long time. So he has to drop the daughter off with Ron Perlman's character so he can go and sell the drugs, and then they can live happily ever after. And of course, something bad happens. The guy who he took the drugs from finds him, and now it's up to the father and the grandfather and the daughter to go and find the killer and hopefully find their son. I took my daughter to see it because she was interested in the trailer, and I think after the first act we were pretty bored, absolutely bored. Because a lot of this is about the search. It's about Ron Perlman's character, the search for the son, and he has to kind of climb his way up the mafia ranks to get to the big boss at the end. The fighting, Ron Perlman is not young, and his fighting style, it's shot well. It makes it look like he can actually do everything you see him do, but his fighting style is very brawler-like. So it's big punches. He could take a lot of damage, and he's pretty good with a knife as well, and a lot of wrestling moves. But it just plods along. It needed at least 2 more action sequences and less, kind of less setup, less reflection. And you have the kid there for sympathy. I think, a lot of the times you're just thinking to yourself in these movies, can Ron Perlman, the actor at his age, actually do these things? And it's shot well, but you kind of realize, no, he can't. And also, it's, at some point you have to put some logic in and say, maybe I need to drop my granddaughter off somewhere safe while I go out and chase the bad guys, rather than constantly tell her to stay in the van, don't come out, promise. Because every time they do that, she leaves the van. So there you go. This is a Ron Perlman vehicle, and I feel like, again, our Film Threat audience loves Ron Perlman, so they'll come out and support this movie.
Well, based on your review, I have no interest in seeing the film.
Yeah.
It wasn't even on my radar at all. But and Ron Perlman of late, it really does make me sad when I see that an actor that I have really liked in the past. He played Hellboy, and I think he did a very good job as Hellboy. I really enjoyed him as that character.
Yeah.
But
and Beauty and the Beast, he made his name with Beauty and the Beast.
Right. And he's just an actor that I've always enjoyed, except recently, where he seems to feel the need to perform his opinions on social media, and it's very disheartening. It's really disheartening. So I don't have any interest in seeing the film. I'm probably never going to see it. And this sounds like from you a mixed to negative review.
Yeah, it's pretty boring. I mean, there was a point where my daughter leaned over to me and I looked at her and said, "You want to go?" And she goes, "We'll stick it out to the end." I mean,
wait, you were gonna walk out?
Well, because I have my kid with me and I know she's bored as hell, and I'm like, I'm not exactly interested in seeing the end of the movie. The only good thing about this movie is the fact that it has Ron Perlman, Joel David Moore, and Harvey Keitel in it. They give pretty good performances for a low budget indie action movie. But she was like, "Nah, we'll stay to the end," and we did.
And then you, okay, well, there you
go.
All right.
I mean, I would have let everyone know that I walked out halfway through, but no, she talked me into staying, and she regrets it.
All right. Well, a non-recommend, effectively, for The Baker.